Good morning, happy Wednesday. I almost forgot what day of the week it is. I am just getting logged on for work. I've got my little egg bites for breakfast here. Today isn't a super busy day as far as like meetings and stuff. I have a 9 a.m. meeting. I have my standing 9 a.m. Wednesday team meeting. Basically, there's like the greater team of everyone, and then there's like a smaller team that I'm on. So our small team of like 7 meets every Monday, and then the greater team of everybody meets on Wednesdays. Basically, it's just like team updates, celebrations, if anybody has a birthday or a work anniversary. Mila, what's happening? Come here. And then one person on the team presents every week. It's like something that they're working on, a project they recently finished, something to do with like their specific role. So my team has been asked to do one in like 2 weeks, and I'm trying to figure out if I have something that I can present or if I need some more time, or like, I don't know, it just makes me so nervous because I haven't done one before. For those of you that missed my last work from home vlog, can you come here, please? Can you come here, please? Mila is being so high maintenance today. I'm not sure exactly what her issue is. Okay, I'm just gonna stand this up. I've got to turn on Mila's cartoons. But for those of you who missed my last work from home vlog, I work from home, obviously. I work fully remote for a nonprofit doing marketing. I really enjoy my job. I feel like this is my first ever like big girl job. I graduated college in 2019 with my degree in communications, and then I got a job in 2020, so like not quite a year after I graduated, probably like 9 months, but it was working for like a really small business. It was a really small team. I worked for a financial advisor, and it was kind of crazy because it was like COVID, and I worked in the office for 2 weeks, and then I got sent home, and then we brought everybody back to the office, and I just like was not at all interested in finance. I was ready to like move on to a bigger company where I had all the benefits of a larger company, like insurance and a retirement plan, and like all of those things that become more important as you get older. At 22, like those things weren't as important to me as they were at 25 when I was about to be kicked off of my parents' insurance. So I started the job hunt. I mentioned this in my last video. Mila is playing with her cartoons over here. This is what she does. I forget what I was saying now. Oh, I mentioned this in my last vlog, but I was like applying for jobs, and I saw this TikTok that was like, this is your sign to apply for a nonprofit. I started researching nonprofits, and I just really found that it kind of aligned with like my values and like what I want to do. And I really feel like I'm in a position now where I'm actually making a difference and like doing good for the world, which I really enjoy. But I really also just love my job and the company that I work for. I feel like they're very encouraging in like advancing your career and like gaining skills and setting goals, and like it's very great. But it's like definitely very much adult job, but I definitely enjoy what I do. I'm learning so much, which is so nice. I started this job in January, like end of January, and it's now like beginning of June. So hasn't been quite 6 months yet, but we're coming up on 6 months, which is crazy. But the only other meeting I have today is at 11. It's just a quick half-an-hour meeting, and it's not even really technically a meeting. I just scheduled some time on my manager's calendar because I need her help with something. But anyway, it's about 8:30, so I'm gonna eat my breakfast. Probably getting cold now because I heated it up like half an hour ago. Yep. But that is kind of the plan for today, at least for right now. We'll see if anything else comes up later this afternoon, but I will just check in with you guys in a bit. I think I'm actually gonna make a coffee quick before my meeting. I just finished my little egg bites, and a coffee just sounds really good. I'm a big iced coffee girl. I don't drink hot coffee ever. And I also got some new coffee pods, the like Starbucks blonde roast. Usually I use the, why does it sound like there's like something in there? Weird. Usually I use these donut shop ones. They don't sound like there's anything in there. It sounds like there's like something hard in here. Weird. Anyway, I'll try to set this down here, but I tried these for the first time yesterday, and they're pretty good. So I'm just not a fan of like a super dark roast coffee. Well, that is getting started. I'm just gonna fill this cup with some ice. Gonna throw my coffee over this ice, and then we're gonna use some of this Silk coffee creamer. This is my fave. And there you have it. Mila's all curled up in her donut today. She looks so cute. Hi, May. Hi. She hasn't slept in her little donut bed for a long time, but that's like her spot today, I guess. She looks so cute in there. It's lunchtime now. I'm gonna make a Caesar salad. I accidentally like really overbought Caesar salad this week, but this is the last one in my fridge. So I'm just gonna eat this today. And then for dinner tonight, I'm gonna make like a teriyaki chicken, kind of like a stir fry, but not really. Oh, that reminds me, I need to take chicken out of my freezer. Just gonna make my salad. I think I underestimated the size bowl I would need, but I'm just gonna cut up all the lettuce. That should help. And I tried to do this without spilling it everywhere. We didn't really succeed, did we? Okay, I just sat here and had a full conversation and realized I was not recording. So anyway, I'm just sitting here eating my lunch and just getting some work done. I met with my manager and got my project pretty much finished, which was good. And then we decided we're gonna do the presentation in a couple weeks together, which will be really nice. I'm really glad that she was open to like collaborating. Basically, she used to be in my role and then stepped up into the manager role, and then I got hired to like replace her essentially. And so this is her first time like as the manager being assigned to do a presentation in the team meeting. So I'm really glad that she's open to kind of collaborating and doing one together. It'll be my first presentation that I've ever done for this team. And then I'm gonna plan to do one just myself in like a couple of months probably. There's one topic that I want to kind of do a presentation on, but we're like right in the middle of it. It's not done yet, and I kind of want to like put a bow on it and like make it clean and like these are the results, this is what we're doing going forward sort of thing, and not have it like half done when it's being presented. But anyway, that's kind of the midday update. It's 12:30 now, so I'm just gonna eat this and do some work here. I don't think I mentioned in this vlog, but my hours are 8 to 4, so I have like 3.5-ish hours of work left in the day. My morning really went by pretty quick, which is nice. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and eat my lunch and get some work done for the afternoon. I'm glad I remembered to take that chicken out of the freezer because I would have been really upset later and I would not have had anything to make for dinner because that was my only plan, and that's like the only groceries I have is to make that. So glad I remembered. I just looked down at the time. It's 4:01, so I am officially logging off. I feel like when I get deep into a project, I'm like working on this PowerPoint, then I like just want to keep working and I don't realize what time it is. So I'm gonna make it a point to turn this off now. I need to run down really quick and grab a package. I should have like 3 things here, but I'm not exactly sure what's here. I need to like look at my Amazon real quick. I have like a sparkly license plate and little sparkly tire air cover things. I don't know, what do you call that? And then I have a little sparkly ring around my push to start button in my car. I feel like when I had all of these car troubles and things, everything just like went downhill. If you didn't watch my vlog where I talked about that, I'll link it down below for you. But one of my little like sparkly things that covers the screws on my license plate is missing. One of my tire air cover things is missing, and I had to pull the little ring around my push to start off when I had to manually start my car when my key battery died. So I just ordered like all new stuff. I need to go get my oil changed next week, and I really want to like vacuum out my car because it needs a good vacuum. It's been a long while. So I want to like do a little car reset and do all of that, but I need to run down because I know for sure there's at least one package here. So I need to see what's going on, what's here, and like where things are at. I checked my Amazon and it says that the little like ring thing that I put around my push to start is here. It was delivered on Friday, but I do not for the life of me remember getting it. Like there was one other thing that was delivered on Friday too, and I feel like I remember there being multiple packages, but I don't have the little ring. Like I don't remember seeing it, and I just like looked around in places that I think I would have put it and I don't see it. So I don't know like where that is. I need to track it down. These are like the little tire cover, air cover things. I don't know what those are called. Okay, it's 4:30. I'm gonna do a 30-minute walk and then take a quick body shower and start dinner. It is much later now. It's 6 o'clock. My cousin ended up calling while I was walking, and so I just like turned the speed down and just chatted with her for a while. I walked for like almost an hour and a half, which was a lot longer than I was planning on walking for. Quick little step count, almost 8,000. I turned the speed way down when I was chatting with my cousin and just kind of did like a leisurely walk. So I'm gonna jump in the shower now. Out of the shower, it's time to make dinner. I am so hungry and it is so much later than I thought I would be starting dinner. The recipe I'm using is a Home Chef recipe. I don't do Home Chef anymore. I did it for like a very short amount of time when I had a really good deal for it. And as soon as the deal ended, I canceled. But there are a couple of recipes that I like took from Home Chef because I still have the app and you can like favorite recipes and like still use them even if you don't have an active subscription anymore. So it's a Home Chef recipe and it says it comes together in 30 minutes or less. I've made this quite a few times. I don't think I've ever timed myself, so I'm very interested. 6:17, we're getting started. Let's see how long it takes. First things first, I'm gonna get some water boiling to make some rice. Okay, I realized that I don't even have quite a half a cup of rice, so I'm gonna do like almost 3/4 a cup of water. I think that's the right ratio. 1.5 divided by 2, isn't that 3/4? 1. So we're just kind of guesstimating here. I really need to buy rice apparently. Okay, and the rice cooks for oh my gosh. I think this is why recipes don't come together in 30 minutes or less because I'm just all over the place. 15 minutes. Okay. Let's do it. I have a chicken breast here in a little plastic bag and I'm just gonna pound it down a little bit to make it a little bit flatter so it cooks more evenly. I hate dealing with raw chicken so much. Just gonna put this piece of chicken on a paper towel and pat it dry. Literally so gross. In the Home Chef box, they give you lemon pepper. I don't have lemon pepper, so we're gonna use just garlic and then just some cracked, that's salt, just some cracked pepper on top, and we're gonna just flip her over and do the same to the other side. Good amount of garlic and then just a little bit more cracked pepper. Did I say lemon pepper? I meant garlic pepper. I don't know what I said. And now I'm gonna take this pot and get it heating up with a little bit of canola oil in the bottom. I almost said oil. Canola oil. Okay, next I'm gonna throw some of this tempura mix in a bowl. This is so hard to find, honestly. I can only find it at Safeway, but I'm just gonna throw some, calls for 1/4 cup. So we're just gonna eyeball it. And then we're just gonna drop this in the tempura mixture and we're just gonna evenly coat it. I'm just gonna drop this piece of chicken into the oil and let it start cooking. You want it to be like really thin so that it gets cooked in the middle. Okay, it's getting a little loud in here. I've got the vent fan going just because I have oil cooking. But we're gonna start prepping our veggies. So I just have some bok choy here. I'm just gonna rinse it off real quick. Recipe calls for baby bok choy and that's usually what I get, but they substituted it with regular bok choy, so that's what we're using. That's what I have. I'm just gonna cut it. The recipe calls for 1/2 inch like strips. I don't know if this is like how I'm supposed to cut it necessarily, but this is just always how I do it. Let's flip the chicken. It's getting nice and crispy. Cut up some green onions. These ones are getting a little bit sketchy. So with this recipe, you want to separate like the whites of the green onion from the rest of the green onion. Okay, I just have some olive oil heating up here and I'm gonna throw in the whites of the green onion until they're like basically translucent. Throw in a little bit of these garlic cubes from Trader Joe's. Then I'm just gonna throw in some garlic salt. And we're gonna dump in the rice. And then we're gonna dump in a little bit of water and all of the bok choy. It calls for 1/4 cup of water. I'm just gonna throw a little bit in. And then I'm just gonna make kind of a hole here. This isn't really in the directions, but this is just what I do. And I'm gonna throw the bok choy in the middle. I don't think I'm actually gonna throw all of it in because I cut a lot and I really don't have all that much going on here. That's probably good. And then I'm just gonna put a lid on and let it steam. While that's just kind of steaming up, I'm gonna make the sauce, which is really just honey. I'm just gonna throw a little in. I don't know, maybe like 2 tablespoons worth. The recipe actually calls for a teriyaki glaze, which I usually do buy, but I found this garlic teriyaki sauce that looks really good, so I'm gonna try this. And then I'm just gonna mix the honey and the teriyaki sauce together. Gonna cut up the chicken into strips. I'm gonna put some rice in the bottom here, and I'm just gonna lay the chicken right over top. Then I'm just gonna top with the sauce. Usually with the glaze, it's a little bit thicker, but I don't think it really matters. And then last but not least, I'm just gonna top with a few more green onions. And voila, dinner is served. It's 6:54. Not too bad. Definitely not within the 30-minute time frame, but I'd say we did a pretty good job. Again, this was from Home Chef, so I'll link all of the instructions and like the recipe down below for you guys. I will also see if I have any sort of like Home Chef code still, if you guys are interested in doing that. Honestly, it's such a great like convenient option, and you come up with like so many more recipes. I had never had bok choy before I started making this, and like I got it in my Home Chef box, so you really do get like introduced to new foods that you wouldn't otherwise try. But I have a lot of dishes to do now, so I'm gonna eat this dinner and then just clean up the kitchen and kind of just start getting ready for bed since it's already 7. This is a lot later than I usually eat dinner. It's much later now, but the kitchen is clean. I cleaned out my sink. I'm just filling my Brita pitcher for the week. I also have my air conditioner running. Mila's cartoons are on. It's 9:30. I need to get myself to bed. Usually I'm like laying in my bed right now, if not asleep already, but I started editing this video. I got distracted. But I finished my dinner. I watched an episode of How I Met Your Father. I watch it weekly, and so I feel like I'm always watching it when I am vlogging. It's just a good show, and I enjoy watching it. So I watched that, did all the dishes, and then started editing this vlog. I feel like it was a very productive day, but I also feel like it was just kind of a chill day. I got to catch up with my cousin for a while, which was fun. I made a good meal and got some steps in today, which are always good things. I'm still kicking off just like the slightest head cold. I'm feeling a lot better today. I think hopefully by tomorrow I will be like back to 100%. This morning I had a pretty nasty cough, but I think we're doing better. I also, just to like wrap up the package thing, I never figured out what happened to the package that said it was delivered on Friday. I don't know if it was like in the same box as something else and I accidentally threw it away or what, but I don't have it, and it says it was delivered on Friday. But there were 3 things delivered on Friday, actually 4, but I got 3 of them, and the one thing I cannot find, so I need to figure that out tomorrow. It was only like $7, but still I'm like, I don't know where it is. This was delivered, but I don't have it. But that is going to be the end of this vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more like workday in the lives like this. I don't know if that makes any sense, but if you want more content of me just like working from home and talking about my job, then I can absolutely do that. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.